Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to the continuation of our review of the Supra Chat for Mister Supranational 2021. So today, we are going to review Group 4 of the Supra Chat for Mister Supranational 2021, and the contestants that were competing in this group were Aruba, France, Haiti, Indonesia, Malta, Morocco, Romania, and Sierra Leone. So there's 8 of them. And let me just remind you that my ranking here, my top 5 here, is purely based on whom I think did very well when it comes to these interviews, and I didn't really put the voting capacity of the respective country into consideration, just purely based on the interview itself. That's why voting is 60%. If you really wanted your favorite candidate to win, go ahead and download the Mister Supranational app and vote for your favorite candidate, because the winner, there's only one winner for Supra Chat, and that winner will automatically advance to the top 20 for Mister Supranational. Now let's begin. Here are my top 5 for this group, starting with my number 5, Indonesia. Indonesia was asked about the responsibilities of the man to the society and if ever he fulfill those responsibilities. He said he keep himself safe and his family, and he mentioned that he just did it. I just wish he have more elaboration on the word safe, because I was actually assuming that he is referring to the scenario right now, which is the pandemic. And overall, all I wanted was more elaboration on the response because it felt incomplete. His second question was, what is the one thing that we need to teach young generations? He said he wanted to teach them acceptance because a lot of people wanted to be someone else. And then he suddenly diverted his response to inclusivity, which shocked me a little bit because it feels like he wasn't able to clearly discuss acceptance, and then he suddenly diverted to inclusivity. But the good thing is he was able to connect both and make it personal based on his experience, which is the color blindedness. So that's really good. This is a much better response compared to what he did in the first round. My number 4 goes to France. France was asked on what he hopes to establish for the next generation that he doesn't have right now. He used his future child as an example. He wanted them to be a better person and to be themselves. That is actually a good answer. However, there was one twist on the question, which was something that he doesn't have right now. And that part of the question made me wanted something more to have a stronger defense on his response. Although I also understand that he mentioned in the end that he is still working on it. So overall, it is acceptable, and I truly appreciate his confidence when he answered the question. His second question was, if he's going to live his life all over again, what would he like to change? Well, he said that he wouldn't change anything because his mistakes helped him to become the person that he is today. That if he could be able to add something, he would like to add more humility, and probably he would like to ask more questions as he go through life. I mean, this is the part that I really like the most, because the question that was asked to him is so pageant cliche, but I am glad that he was able to give his own personal touch when it comes to his response. France is such a charismatic man, and that really helps a lot in this round. My number 3 goes to Aruba. Aruba was first asked on how he deal with people that is toxic to him. He said he stay away from them and prefer to be with positive people. In fairness to Aruba, that was actually a very decent answer. It was short but definitely on point. And his second question was about something that we can learn by what is something that we can learn by talking to our elders. He said to be with family and to talk with each other and spend more time with them. And oh my goodness, kudos to Aruba, that was a very, very good response and well discussed as well. I love that he talked about that topic, especially that now that many people are focusing on social media rather than being with the family. I mean, that is a very relevant topic today, and I'm glad that he talked about it, mentioned about it. So very good. Aruba definitely performed well in my opinion in the Super Chat. That's why I'm giving him my third place. My number 2 goes to Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone was asked about the person he looked up to in his community and what made them special. He mentioned his father because he is a great person, because his father taught him to love and treat other people with respect. It was actually a very sweet and personal response, but on a pageant side, I wish his delivery of responses was more polished. His second question is to define women's role in the society. He said that they are a blessing and a backbone for every society to develop. He also mentioned that he believed in women empowerment. I mean, wow. This round is a redemption, a huge redemption for Sierra Leone. I love all his points in his responses, and most importantly, he said it, he mentioned his responses with so much conviction, and his message is very, very powerful. So kudos to him. That was a really, really beautiful and strong response. Very good, Sierra Leone. But my winner for Group 4 of Supra Chat with Anne goes to Malta. Malta was asked about what he learned during the pandemic, and he said before he hated being alone, but the pandemic taught him on how to be with his own thoughts and enjoy his own company. I mean, Malta is actually an impressive surprise. That was a great answer overall, and what I love about it is that it is a response based on his personal experience. And another thing is that this question, we have heard this question many times. We have heard this different responses as well, and this is like the kind of answer that is unique and on a whole different perspective. So that's one thing that I like about his response, because it's not the typical response that we have heard many times. So it's good. It's really, really good. What a unique response, but at the same time very real, very realistic, and as what I've said earlier, based on his own personal experience, which is very, very important. His second question was, beside his father, who is the man that made a huge impact in his life? He said his mother's partner, because his parents are divorced. He mentioned his help and all his patience to and his kindness as well. It was a simple answer, direct to the point, but great answer overall. I really like Malta after this Super Chat. I mean, I really liked him before, but with this Super Chat, wow, this convinced me that he's really good. He sounded very smart, he's well spoken, and also very handsome as well. So everything works perfectly for Malta, and after that round, he is my winner along with my 4 runners-up in this group chat. I mean, Supra Chat, I'm sorry. So, Malta is my winner. Do you agree with my ranking? Of course, what I have said earlier, you could affect the overall result by voting for your favorite candidate on the Supranational app. So don't forget to vote. And also don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.